Do you remember the time when every artist on YouTube had VEVO logo on their music? And even random YouTubers were slapping VEVO logo on their diss tracks. What was VEVO? Why is it on every video? And how did it disappear without anyone really noticing? Turns out VEVO wasn't just a logo in the corner of your favorite music. It was actually a billion-dollar plan by music industry to take back control of the age of the internet. A plan that started big and ended in flames. This is the rise and the fall of VEVO. How it tried to outplay YouTube and failed. How VEVO was born. Back in the early 2000s, music was struggling. CDs were dying, and piracy was everywhere, and YouTube was just this wild new place where you could upload anything, including copyright music videos, for free. Music labels were losing control. They weren't making real money from videos anymore. The platforms like Spotify or iTunes were still babies. So in 2008, two of the biggest record labels, Universal Music Group and Sony Music, teamed up to create something called VEVO, short for Video Evolution. The idea was to, instead of fighting YouTube, they would create their own platform to host music videos, sell platinum ads, and make that label money back. Before doing that, they saw that almost 80% of the views that comes from their labeled music comes directly from YouTube. So in a quick change of strategy, VEVO decided to be partners with YouTube. YouTube could host their videos. VEVO could control the ads and distribution. That's why you saw VEVO in a corner of almost every major artist videos, and why every big artist had their own VEVO branded channel. But VEVO didn't sell ads the usual YouTube way. The algorithm just served whatever ad fits in your age or country. If you're a brand and you wanted your ad to show up before a new Drake or Taylor Swift video, you were paying big money. It was this Super Bowl level of ad hype. It worked. VEVO launched in December 2009 with over 30,000 music videos from artists like Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Eminem, Kanye.
I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation.
Maybe. And a quite crazy thing happened. The site just crashed on the first day of the launch. And by the end of 1 year, monthly views were 35 million. And at their peak, over 3.7 billion views per month. And they were one of the most downloaded apps in the world. VEVO was on fire until the money problem no one saw coming.
All you care about is money.
VEVO wasn't actually keeping most of that money. The ad revenue, a big chunk went to YouTube. Another chunk went to the record labels.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
VEVO, despite doing all the work to run the platform, apps, and deals, left with scraps. They were barely making a mark for their investment. So they started trying other stuff. Original content like interviews and behind the scenes footage, which actually did really well for a bit. Even a VEVO TV channel. To compete with platforms like Hulu. For a while, it looked like it might work. They were even bigger than Facebook, but they still couldn't escape YouTube's grip. The hack that broke everything. Then came 2018.
Hello, my fellow intellectuals.
And for some reason, the hackers decided to target VEVO. First, hackers leaked 3 terabytes of internal VEVO data. Then they hacked the YouTube channel and deleted Despacito. Despacito. I actually fucking hate that song. So yeah, anyway, they deleted Despacito.
Trash.
Which at the time was the most viewed video on YouTube. And then they renamed a bunch of VEVO's top videos. VEVO tried to play it cool, but behind the scenes, everything started to fall apart. The CEO resigned. Executives left. Dozens of employees were laid off, and YouTube launched YouTube Music, which officially cutting into VEVO's turf.
Diabolical son of a mother.
VEVO's quiet death. After that, VEVO gave up on the dream. They shut down their apps, their sites, their streaming ambitions, and they fully merged with YouTube. All those VEVO channels gone. Those channels were combined into the artist's official pages. But in some way, VEVO didn't die. It just faded into the background. You'll still see the little VEVO logo on the corner of some music videos. They still distributing stuff, putting in billions of views every month. They even post to Pluto TV. Not that anyone's watching music videos there, but VEVO's days of trying to be the next Netflix for music is over. $1 billion rollout in a partnership that should have worked. But in the end, they couldn't escape YouTube. Because here's the truth. Once the internet gave you something for free, it's nearly impossible to make people pay for it. And no one wants to go to a second website when YouTube is at your fingertips. Now it's just a watermark of a memory. If you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy rappers' 5 most craziest controversies right now.